Hey everyone, welcome back again to Joy's Vinyl Collection channel. On this video today, we're continuing with the review series, and this is going to be episode number 5. So as we all know, we went through already the debut album, self-titled Elvis Presley, and then a second album that was also Elvis, third album that was studio release, Loving You, and the last one that we just had was the Elvis Christmas album that I did. That was number 4. So particularly today, we're starting off actually another great album, and it's a compilation album. As we all know, this is probably the first record that was released back in 1958 of March. So without the further ado, let's get out the record. Unfortunately, I do not have the original pressing, but I do have a repress in mono that was reissued back in 1964, Elvis Golden Records. What can we say about this? I mean, the title itself, it just says it, the Golden Records. As you can see, that's all the track listing. It's right there, as you can see. And I'm going to read it out for you as well very soon. My recommendation is, along with the first debut album of Elvis Presley, this should be in everybody's collection. This was actually the birth of all the quality, the music that was being released from Elvis after RCA had signed him with them from the Sun Studios on the contract. So without the further ado, let's go on with this. So technically, in this album, this consists of almost all the singles that he had. So it's a compilation of all the singles, and they put like all the best tracks that were on the top charts. Particularly, this album was on the peak chart of pop. It was number 3. And as well, they sold about, not sold, but it was a 6-time platinum, this album as well. So what do we have? Side 1, Hound Dog. Track 2, Loving You. Track 3, All Shook Up. Track 4, Heartbreak Hotel. Track 5, Jailhouse Rock. Track 6, Love Me. And track 7, Too Much. So you're talking about just side 1. You would ask yourself, from all those tracks, what are your favorites? Pretty much everything. Side 2, Don't Be Cruel. Track 2, That's When Your Heartache Begins. Then you have number 3 is Let Me Be Your Teddy Bear. Then you have 4, Love Me Tender. 5, Treat Me Nice. 6, Any Way You Want Me, and That's How I Will Be. And the last but not least, I Want You, I Need You, I Love You. And now you're going to ask me, what's your favorite from the side 2 now? Pretty much everything as well. So why do I say that this album is just top notch? It's because from during the time when he was releasing, and all his quality of music from motion pictures, I guess it was from Love Me Tender, Jailhouse Rock, and it's just amazing. I'm just looking through the back over here, writing what they have put in, particularly to talk about Elvis. When he first inspired, Compromise. This is album's comprised of 14 Elvis Presley records that have sold over 1 million copies. So that just explains it for this particular album. Let's get out the record. Pretty much this record, it looks really nice condition. Basically, just look at the cover and the back as well. But there's downflow on it because the spines are just pretty much torn. As you can see, it's like a little bit split. I don't want to really, do this, but you can see split there. In the back, you still see it says attacked on that spine, but it does have, you see, breakages as well around. The record, I put it in a multi sleeve as always. Here's side 1. You could take a look. How beautiful. It's nice. Very, very light scuff marks. Actually, right here, you can actually see a little scuff mark right there. If I could get it on the camera. Yeah, you can see it's right there. But not that. That's the only scuff mark basically on this record, which was particularly released in 1964, and this is a mono. I could read you out the runout as well. It's H2WP 8398, and it states as 26S. 26S, both sides of 26S, and it's a Rockaway pressing. So my overall for this album, if you do not have this in your collection, this is a must-have in your collection, along with his debut album and all his recordings that are from his sons as well. It's just a birth of basically what Elvis had put out in his really youth day, his younger days. And like I said, all these recordings are basically his top-notch single hits back from 56 to 57. So particularly this album was released in March of 1958. Again, like I've told each one of you, with these series, I'm going to keep continuing. So I hope you all are enjoying these series, and I hope that you're all going to, have a great outcome of, me trying to explain best of my knowledge about these albums and some of these tracks as well. I do want to particularly say, when I do go into my information, I do have a book that I've been using now lately. It's from the Elvis 60 box set that comes along. That's right here. As you can see, it's this little book that I always believe it's almost like a little mini get-go. And I know there's plenty of other great materials, other great books that actually have a very explanatory about Elvis's records and all that, but this particular one has been my favorite already for almost past a couple of years since I got that box set. So again, I appreciate each and one of you that are stopping by and watching this video of mine. And if you haven't already, please hit subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell notification that's on your right there. And we'll alert you always in upcoming new videos, as well as any kind of alerts that I'll be showing great materials on this channel. As always, I appreciate and thank each one of you that are my fans and my followers. And I wish you all a wonderful and a blessed day. Take care. Be well.